happy Monday. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm sorry there wasn't a vlog last week, but honestly, once again I filmed one, but I didn't like anything that was in the vlog, so I was like, I'm not gonna upload this because I'm not happy with it, which, I mean, I didn't read a whole lot, but I did read a few things. I'm gonna pull up Goodreads and kind of go over what I was able to finish, although by the time this vlog goes up, I imagine my wrap-up will already be live, but whatever, we're just gonna do things in the most backwards way ever. But I do have a couple of other things that I want to talk to you guys about today. I did get a couple of books in the mail. Well, I got a book in the mail, and I don't know, I just wanted to sit down and chat and do like not too serious of a thing. So in the last vlog I filmed, I read, well, you guys already saw City of Ghosts. I read That Blue Sky Feeling, which is a male-male romance kind of manga. It was cute. I ended up giving it 3 stars because I didn't really connect with the main characters, as well as I read Zodiac Star Force Volume 1, which you guys can find a review for on my Goodreads, and you can find a review for it on my Instagram if you're following me on Instagram. The next book I read is After They Came by Tom Cavanaugh. That is a book about paranoid schizophrenia, and I didn't know that that's the kind of content that it had in it because it's a book that I got on super discount on Kindle, but I actually ended up really liking it. It was not what I thought it was going to be at all. The story is a little discombobulated at times, but I still really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it like 3.5 to 4 stars. It was really nice, and I feel like for people who have paranoid schizophrenia, I think they'll really identify with it. And then I also read I Hear the Sunspot, The Theory of Happiness, which I think I have over here. Yeah, okay, I do. So I read this book cover to cover in about one sitting because I basically inhaled it. If you guys don't know, I Hear the Sunspot is a manga that I read beginning of this month or end of last month that I really loved. It tells a story about 2 boys, one of which is deaf, one of which is not, and they kind of start falling in love and like starting a relationship, but you don't really, it's one of those like, are they or aren't they kind of manga, but I loved it. It was so cute. And then the other book that I actually finished was Vicious by V.D. Schwab, which I'm not going to go into because you guys will see my full review for that when I upload my Hypernaut, as well as when I do my review actually online. But the books that I am currently reading, I have a few actually. So I am still reading The Extinction Trials by S.M. Wilson, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's not the worst book I've ever read, but it's just, it's not vibing with me, I guess is the way to say it. And then I am also reading, let me see here, The Dry by Jane Harper, which is about a man who kills his family, and his best friend comes back to the town after like being away for forever because the dad of the son who kills his family actually asks him to, because I guess a long time ago his girlfriend was actually murdered and his dad wants to know, like, did my son do that? Is my son capable of this? It's really good. I'm actually listening to it and I like it because the narrator is actually Australian and I love Australian accents. But the books that I'm currently reading, the books that I'm like physically reading, I'm reading Thinner by Richard Bachman, which is about a man who runs over these vagrants that live in their town, or that move into their town, and he runs one over one night while his wife is giving him sexual favors while he's driving and he's not paying attention to the road, and he goes to court for it, and the case is kind of like dismissed as an accident, and while he's leaving, an old gypsy man, that's what they're called in the book, touches his face and it just says thinner, and the man starts rapidly losing weight and he's not able to gain weight, but he doesn't have cancer and they don't really know what's going on, and obviously it's supernatural. I've seen the movie for this a lot, and the one thing that I remember is the main character walking around basically just like eating pie the whole time trying to gain weight. And I remember being really funny, probably because it was made very poorly, but I don't know. I'm really excited to be reading the book. The book is actually really short too. It's under 300 pages. But the other book that I'm currently reading, which is also kind of like a horror book, is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I'm really liking this so far. I am 86 pages in, so not that far at all. But it's so good. It's very like campy 80s, like horror, but also like just like an old school 80s movie. Like they have the big hair, the crazy clothes, like that kind of stuff, and each chapter has a new, like each chapter heading is a song from the 80s, and I really like that. Like We Got the Beat, Don't You Forget About Me, and if you guys don't know, Breakfast Club is one of my very favorite movies of all time. For some reason this book kind of gives me those vibes, probably because around the same time frame, but I'm really liking those. And then the other book that I'm actually going to be starting is one that I didn't think that I was going to be starting, because Pages and Panels, Natalie from Pages and Panels, was actually talking about this online. And I asked her, I was like, what is that called? Because I want to read it, like making a joke, because she said it was very explicit. bordering pornographic, which it definitely is. And she said what it was called, and I was like, oh my god, like I already ordered that days ago. So apparently we ordered it on the same day. She just got hers before mine. I think mine was delayed because of the hurricanes that they're having down in North Carolina and South Carolina. But that would be Escape Journey. And okay, so it says on the front, explicit content, and on the back it says mature, but for some reason, seeing that online, it didn't click in my head. This is about a boy who, him and his boyfriend date, I believe in high school, and they break up. And they kind of run into each other later when they're at college, and they both matured and start this relationship over again. And it's definitely mature, like very, very mature. There are graphic sex scenes. I've kind of flipped through it because Natalie wanted to see my reaction to it. But I'm hoping it's still a good, I don't know, like a good, nice kind of story as well, because obviously sex does happen in relationships. This is very realistic. Like, sex happens in any consenting adult relationship where that is something that they want to do. You know what I mean? So I wanted to give this a shot even after she kind of told me what it was about, because I was like, well, maybe I'll still really like it. I don't know. I mean, sex is not something that I necessarily shy away from, but I will say I don't often blush at things. Like, things don't often make me blush, but flipping through this definitely made me blush. So we'll see what I think of it. I'm gonna try really hard to focus on the story and then just use, obviously, the sex as something that's secondary to the story, because I don't know, like I said, it happens. And the fact that it's in here is whatever. The fact that it's so graphic is kind of crazy, but I'm still excited to read it either way. Hopefully it's super cute, and hopefully I like it, even if it is like super sexy time. But that is it. Those are the books that I finished last week. These are the books that I'm currently reading or am going to be starting. I need to get down and actually review the books that I read, because I have a ton of books on Goodreads that says I'm currently reading, and I'm actually not. I finished like 4 of them. So I need to do reviews for those. So hopefully by the time this goes up, you will see those reviews. And hopefully by the time this goes up, I will have finished a few of these books. But yeah, that is going to be it for this update. I hope you guys are having a good day, having a good Monday, or had a good Monday. I don't know what day I'm going to upload this on, so I hope when you're watching this, whatever day it's on, you guys are having a good day. But I will check in with you guys a little bit later. I have a ton of errands to run today. I actually have to go into work for a couple of hours, which really genuinely bugs me, because it's raining out and it's dark out, and I just want to sit at home and not do anything. But I have to go to work, so whatever. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of reading done when I am there, and I will check in with you guys tonight before I go to bed. If not, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is a filming day though, so if I check in with you guys tomorrow, it'll probably be a pretty short update. Hello and happy Tuesday. This is gonna be the only update that I do for today, because today is the day that I film and edit and upload all the videos that I filmed for the week. I did not do that last week, and the video that went up about my favorite villains, my husband had to actually go online to like get onto my YouTube to upload for me, because my ass forgot. I was going to apologize for my appearance because I just woke up, but I've decided to stop doing that because I'm not actually sorry for how I look when I just wake up. I've been up for like long enough to eat half of a bagel and make some coffee, and that's like the extent of my life. But as you can tell, I have a big box in front of me, because while I'm not going to be able to read tonight, and while I didn't read a whole lot yesterday because I was still working on stuff, I wanted to show you guys what came in the mail today, because some of this is bookish, some of it is not, but they are things that I enjoy that I think that you guys would really like, so I wanted to sit down and kind of talk to you guys about them. The first one I got is from Amazon, and I think pretty much everybody and their mom got this today. But it is Vengeful. Finally, it came. Mine looks like crap. It looks dusty for some reason. I'm really excited for this. I need to pick up the copy of Vicious, but then I keep reminding myself that I don't actually need to pick up a copy of Vicious. I have it, it just doesn't match. And I'm trying not to be that person. I have the original paperback version of this. You guys have seen me talk about it, and you'll see it in like my wrap up and stuff. But that should actually already be up my Vicious wrap up. But I really like this cover, but I like the other ones better. I thought I was gonna like these more, but I actually don't. When I saw them online, I thought they were really cute, like kind of cool looking, but I don't know, just not my favorite. And then, let's see, the next things I got here are from Hot Pocket, which is what I call Hot Topic. The first thing I got is a throw blanket, and it's Yuri on Ice, and it's all the boys taking a selfie, and I'm really excited about this blanket, you guys. This has been in Hot Topic for a really long time, and I have contemplated buying it, and I have it. Does anybody else open literally everything with their teeth? Me. The fact that I haven't been to a dentist in 10 years should probably teach me that I need to stop doing that, but oh, I'll never stop. Oh my god, it's so big and floofy. It's really soft too. I wish you guys could feel it. That's part of the reason why I bought it. I actually really like Hot Topics blankets. They're really, really soft, and they're really, I don't want to say like they're the best quality, but honestly, like, yes. I'm going to film in this today. Pardon me while I turn into a burrito. I just love their blankets, and they're not really big, but they're big enough that like you could use them as like a lap blanket, which is what I tend to do. Although if my husband lets me, this is probably going to end up either on our bed or just living in my office. All right, the last, I have a couple more things that aren't bookish, but that I'm really excited about. First one is this mug. This is, it says World's Best Babysitter, Steve Harrington. This is from Stranger Things. Look how cute. I love him, honestly. I had to get that mug because Steve is my favorite character. I mean, literally my favorite character from the entire freaking series. And then the next three things that I got, oh, sorry, last not bookish thing. I was gonna say Harry Potter because most of what's in here is Harry Potter. I got a Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. If you guys are not aware, I have a Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. Nightmare Before Christmas has a really special place in my heart because when I first moved from Alaska here, I fell in love with the movie. I don't know if I'd ever seen it when I lived up there or if I just saw it when I moved down here, but I used to watch it constantly. I know all the lines, all the music, like I have tattoos of it. It is, for some reason, my absolute favorite movie. And my husband has a friend who says that girls who like Nightmare Before Christmas, it's because they're like broken in some way, and I just don't understand that sentiment. First off, movie gold. That movie is so good. It was one of the very first like heavily claymation, like clay animation movies. Took for fucking ever to film. Tim Burton is a genius, like literal genius. I love that movie so much. I love all the characters. There's so much depth even to the like behind the scenes, like behind the main characters. So good. But my favorite characters are Lock, Shock, and Barrel, which are the three kids that are with Oogie Boogie. So I found this shirt, which is, it's got a bunch of the pattern. It's got like Lock, Shock, and Barrel and like their hat and stuff on it. But if you guys don't know, I love shirts that have like cheeky pockets, and this one has this one. Tell me that doesn't just scream Jess, honestly, like how perfect is that? And the sleeves have the same design as this running through them. So when I saw this, I had to get it, and I was like, this is freaking perfect. The only thing I don't like about Hot Topics t-shirts is when they're white, you can see through them. So I only ever wear black, and if I wear white, it's because, well, I wear like red and purple too, but I don't normally wear white. So if I have a white shirt that is see-through, I have like black bras. I don't own a white bra. I need to buckle down and just finally buy like tank tops, I guess. But as I was saying, the next three things I got were Funkos, and they are all of the same damn character. I got 3 Coraline Funkos because I have, you guys have probably seen it, my tall Coraline statue. Once again, another thing by Tim Burton that I absolutely love is Coraline. So I got these as well, and I wanted to show them to you. So the first one I got is Coraline in her raincoat, which is the reason why I wanted this one. It's so friggin' adorable because she has her little hat on. So she has the little hat on too, and I just think that is soups cute, like hella adorable. Look at that, look at there. And I'm actually really excited because Funko has been actually releasing Funkos that come with the bases on them, and I'm a dumbass and I didn't know that they were doing that, and I have a Neo Cortex and Crash Bandicoot Funko set, and because that's like my favorite video game of all time, and I didn't realize that Cortex came with a little stand, and I threw the stand away, so now he just doesn't stand up because he's got the biggest head known to man. That one is super cute. And the next one I got is Coraline with the cat, which I think is really awesome because the cat is one of my very favorite characters in the movies. Well, I don't even know, I haven't read the book, I wonder if it's in the book, but here's the little kitty. So there's the cat. How adorable! I feel like my cats are probably just gonna knock that off my shelf 24/7. But then I also got, she's in her little outfit. How precious! Look at her little bows. I just love love these Funkos so much. And this is another one that comes with a base, which once again is nice because Coraline has a big ass head. She really does. She has a huge head. Now I don't know where I'm going to set the cat. I guess I'll just set it next to her. I kind of wish they were attached in some way, or that the stand was a little bit longer so that I could set the cat on the stand with her, but whatever, I'll adjust. And the last Coraline Funko I got is the Coraline doll, which I'm really excited about. So they have Coraline in her raincoat, Coraline with the cat, and the Coraline doll. I didn't get Coraline with her raincoat because I have the other one with her little hat on, which is a different one. The other one doesn't have the hat on her. But this one I really wanted because it looks super worn and chibi kind of, and I love chibi things. It's like, I don't know, give me anything that I love in chibi form and I'm like completely hooked. But this is what it looks like. I mean, how cute! I just love, this is my favorite out of all three of them. This is definitely my favorite. She's got little like, no, focus on the Funko. So this is what she looks like. She's just like completely, she's a little doll and I love it with her little button eyes and her little stitched hair and her little worn outfit. I think this is my favorite out of all of the ones that I got because it just looks, I don't know, so different from any of the other ones that I got, but look how pretty it is. So those are the three Coraline Funkos that I got. I have a Coraline shelf going on now, which is totally fine because honestly, I really love just Coraline in general. And then the last two things that I got are dresses because I don't know if you guys know this, and you probably don't see it very often, but I usually am in a dress. I prefer to be wearing dresses. I don't like wearing pants. I don't like constricting things on my bottoms. So I got two Harry Potter dresses actually from Hot Topic, and they were on sale because I got another one of those 75 off of 150, so you basically just pay $75. So the first one I got is the Fantastic Beasts dress, and it has like fox and thestrals and dragons on it, and it is so cool. Also, it's incredibly soft. It is like a skater dress, so it's like nice and tuggy. Hot Topic's dresses are actually really good quality for like what you pay. And the last dress that I got, I am so excited about. This is such a witchy dress. This is the Weasley Wizard Wheezes dress, and it looks like this. It's purple, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has like a weird string top to it. But it has a bunch of Weasley Wizard Wheezes like symbols and stuff on it. It's got like the bomb and the love potion and some cards and some firecrackers and stuff, and it's so pretty, and it cuffs off at about my thighs. So it's not like a super long dress. Same thing with the skater dress. It's like a little bit shorter. But either way, I really love them. But that is what I got from Hot Topic. I am excited to have these things, honestly. Like, I've been trying to buy things that genuinely bring me joy, and it has been mostly clothing, which I use obviously every day, coffee cups, which I use every single day, and a couple of things thrown in there. Like, obviously I needed the blanket because winter's coming and my office is super cold, and then I didn't need the Coraline Funkos, but they do make me happy. Like, I love Coraline so much that having them on my shelves makes me, like, seeing them makes me happy. But yeah, that is going to be it for this update. I don't think I'll update you guys later because, like I said, I am going to be filming, editing, uploading, and cleaning my house today. So tomorrow I should have some updates for you because I don't have much planned tomorrow except for I think we are going to get ramen at some point. So yeah, that's going to be it for this update. I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday or had a good Tuesday because that is what today is, and I will see you guys in my next update. Hey guys, what is up? Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I did not update you yesterday. I don't think I updated you on Tuesday, at least not verbally. We just kind of hung out. We went and got coffee at our favorite coffee shop and then went to the park by our house and just like walked around and hung out and played Pokemon. And it was actually really nice because we don't often get to spend time like that with each other, which is weird to say because we're married and we like live together, but with Booktember right now, I'm super busy. With class, he's super busy, and it just kind of sucks because we never really get to see each other. So we wanted to take the day because normally Tuesday is a day that I film and edit and upload everything, but I actually just edited like 3 or 4 videos as opposed to like the 7 that I filmed. And I just hung out with him. He went and played D&D that night, so it was kind of like hanging out before he left sort of thing. So we did that on Tuesday. Yesterday I did absolutely nothing except for I listened to an audiobook and read No, I didn't read. Did I read? No, I didn't read. But then I did play a lot of video games because I am at the point in my mental health where I feel like I'm not getting any time off, and it's not because like, so Booktember, I really, really want to do it, and it does not affect me negatively. Like, I mean, it stresses me out a tiny bit because there are like deadlines, like I need to have videos up by 2 p.m. every day, that kind of thing, but I'm actually really enjoying it. But it's work, like my actual job, that is stressing me out. So it's the fact that I'm doing so much right now. Work, obviously I have to do because you gotta pay your bills. And booktube I want to do because it makes me happy. It like is making the work that I'm doing worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's making my job seem better. It's making, you know, just life seem a little bit better. So it's like, it's helping those things. But that is all I've been doing. I have also been watching an anime called Black Clover. My husband and I started it yesterday. We're on episode 4. I really like it, except for one of the main characters, like when he speaks, he like yells at the same time, and it's super fucking annoying, but I still really like it. Reading update. The only book that I have read, I think, at all since I saw you guys last was Thinner. I actually switched to the audiobook version of that so that I could play video games and listen at the same time, because the game that I play is pretty mindless. It's just Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, which is like a shooter game online. So I can kind of ignore that while playing, so I can listen to the audiobook and just kind of play. I am 62% of the way through, I think, right now. That is the only thing that I have consumed reading-wise since I updated you guys last. But I did get some book mail. Destiny, whose links I will leave down below, actually asked if she could send me a book that I was talking about, and I got the like idea, like the need to have it from her in the first place, so it kind of like came back full circle. But she sent me Kill Creek, which I'm really excited to read. I'll read the back of it for you guys, or like the description of it for you guys. Also, it has like the, what are these called? Deckled edges, I think, which I didn't used to like, but I'm actually growing to like because it adds like a little bit of pizzazz to them. But it says, at the end of a dark prairie road, nearly forgotten in the Kansas countryside, is the Finch House. For years it has remained empty, overgrown, and abandoned. Soon the door will open for the first time in decades, but something is waiting, lurking in the shadows, anxious to meet its new guest. When best-selling horror author Sam McGarver is invited to spend Halloween night in one of the world's most infamous haunted houses, he reluctantly agrees. At least he won't be alone. Joining him are 3 other masters in the macabre, writers who have helped shape modern horror, but what begins as a simple publicity stunt will become a fight for survival. The entity they have awakened will follow them, torment them, threatening to make them a part of the bloody legacy of Kill Creek. So, I'm sorry, this sounds perfect. Like, it sounds perfect for Halloween. I am suffering pretty badly with my OCD, which everybody always asks me what form of OCD I have. I have unwanted thoughts, or intrusive thoughts, and thought spiraling, as well as fear of infection, or fear of, like, if I touch something and then I like accidentally eat it, like it's gonna make me sick. So those are forms that I have, and my fear, or my intrusive thoughts when I read or watch a lot of horror things does become pretty bad, because what an unwanted thought or an intrusive thought is something, you're picturing something really horrible and it just kind of like flashes across your mind and you don't want to think about it, but you like can't stop thinking about it. That is what that is. And unfortunately, when I read horror books, the things that I don't want to think about they tend to be really messed up things when I'm reading a lot of horror, because obviously it's about monsters, killing, murder, like that kind of thing. And so I've been supplementing my horror reading with lighter reads. So I am still reading My Best Friend's Exorcism. I am still reading The Extinction Trials. I'm about to start Kill Creek because I need to. I'm reading Escape Journey, which is like a smutty manga, which I'm really excited about. And then I think I'm going to start Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, because I need to supplement my hard like horror reads with fluffy stuff. So that is what I'm doing. Also, while we sit here, I guess I could actually get ready for work. But yeah, and then the only other thing that I wanted to talk about this morning is something that the internet is blowing up with, and you probably already know what I'm gonna say. It would be the new Fantastic Beasts trailer. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say I understand that it is problematic, and I'm gonna go over like what people are really upset about, which I'm kind of upset about it, but at the same time, like, I don't understand. You'll see what I mean. But I am still going to go see it. I am such a fan of the universe, and JK cannot take that from me. Like, Warner Brothers cannot take that from me. The fact that they keep fucking this up, they cannot take it from me. I am not a huge fan of anything outside of the originals. Like, I do own the Fantastic Beasts book, but I'm just like not a fan. Like, it's not the worst, but it's not like I'm super geeked about it. I remember when I saw the first one, I was like, yeah, this is okay, but all I really wanted it to be, because it had been so long, was more Harry Potter, and now I think I understand fully that it is like its own thing. Alone or over moisturizer? Okay. But the thing that everybody has been pretty upset about is Nagini. So Nagini is just like supposed to be a snake, right? Like, just supposed to be a snake. But Warner Brothers, or whoever the hell's doing the movie this time around, decided that they were going to make Nagini an Asian woman inside of her body, which I guess is kind of cool, like the idea of somebody being trapped in that body, but here's the thing. That is the rep that they're getting in the book, which I understand why people are upset about that. I guess I would be too, like, why can't we just have Asian or, you know, black or Indian or whatever races just as like main characters in books and movies? Like, I so get it. Like, I understand why people are upset, because I've never struggled to relate to or look like a character in a book that I love. There's always a character that fucking looks like me. I'm white. But the thing that I'm kind of upset about with the whole Nagini thing is Neville beheads her in the last book. Like, so now we've got a woman who's trapped in this snake's body. I mean, we don't know, because it's not something that's canon. We don't know if she chose to stay like that. We don't know if she's kept like that. Why is she still like that even later on in the books? Like, we don't know any of that. So I can understand why people are kind of just like, what in the fuckity fuck? Like, if you're gonna make up a character, if you're gonna add a character into the world, why a snake, and why the snake that's beheaded by Neville later? So believe me, I get it. I understand why people are upset. It does suck. It sucks to finally see yourself, other than fucking Cho Chang, in a series and then it be the character that is getting beheaded. I get it. So I'm gonna go see it because my husband really wants to see it, but we'll see how I feel about it. I don't know, the trailers make it look really cool. I love Jude Law. I love Jude Law so much, but like I said, he's gonna be the reason I go and see the movie, because I used to be a huge fan of Johnny Depp, and I stayed out of that fucking drama because I don't know, like, what's his girlfriend's name? Amber? Is that her name? Is it his wife? I don't know, but he never should have hit her. And I just stayed out of it because I don't do famous people drama at all, but my basis is he should not have done that, and that's the extent of it. I try not to support him. I don't necessarily love him as much as I used to, but if he's in a big series like this, I struggle so much with whether or not to see it. And I used to be such a fan of Johnny Depp because I love Tim Burton, and he's in like every Tim Burton movie ever. But I don't know. We'll see what I think of it when it actually comes out, because it's still forever away. But yeah, I'm gonna finish getting ready. I need to leave for work in about an hour. So I need to get done with what I need to get done. So I will check with you guys probably tomorrow. I was gonna say tonight, but not tonight, because I have to come home and immediately work on stuff, because I've been doing a lot of reviews for things. If you guys have been keeping up, I did 2 book reviews yesterday. I did Orange Volume 2, and what was the other one called? Oh, the theory of, I See the Sunspot Theory of Happiness. I did a review for that as well. God, why am I so burping? But yeah, okay. I will see you guys a little bit later. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hello and happy Saturday morning. It's been a while since I've updated you guys. The last couple of days have just been ridiculous, as they normally are, but I thought I would get on here really quickly before I have to go into work and update you guys on my reading. I actually finished Thinner by Richard Bachman, who is Stephen King, and I really liked it. I think I'm gonna end up giving it, it's like closer to 3.5 stars, but I'm gonna give it 4. I really liked the ending of it. Obviously, I'm not gonna go into what the ending is for you, but if you want to watch the movie as opposed to reading the book, you can. It is pretty short though. The book is only 300 pages, but I really think it's worth the read. It's definitely one of the shorter books that he's written, but I think it has a lot of King feel to it, even though he's writing as Richard Bachman. I did not like the narrator. I actually read a lot of it and then ended up listening to the rest of it, and I liked it, but I ended up listening to it on 2 times speed because I wanted to finish the book because I've seen the movie and I know the story, but I did not like the narrator. So I would skip the audiobook, but I read about half of it in like just physical form and then listened to the rest of it. And then the other books that I'm currently reading I'm really excited about. So I'm still reading My Best Friend's Exorcism. This book is not scary, but it's definitely creepy. There's a lot of times in the book where you're just like, oh shit, like that's really freaking creepy. I'm on page 245. I think there's a little over 300 pages. Yeah, like 330. So I'm almost done with this. I'll probably finish it tonight, but I'm really liking it. I like the characters in it the most, I think, although sometimes I get Gretchen and Margaret confused, who are two other characters outside of the main character, Gretchen being the best friend, I believe. Yeah, Gretchen is the best friend, and sometimes I get them confused, and then it gets even more confusing once Gretchen is eventually possessed by the devil. I don't know if it's a demon or the devil now, but I'm really liking it. If you've been considering reading it, I think you should. I think it's going to be a 4-star read for me, depending on how the ending of the book is. I think it's done really well, and I like all of the 80s references. And the other book that I'm currently reading, I'm only 5 pages into it because I read it for a minute last night, and then I started getting really sick, so I set it down. But that'd be Miss Peregrine's, what is it? The Map of Days. I don't know why I can never remember the name of this book. This was sent to me by Chelsea Darling Reading. I will leave her channel down below. You guys should definitely check Chelsea out. I actually am so happy that she sent this to me. She just messaged me one day and was like, do you want this? Like, I was sent this and I know you like the series, and I was like, yes, please. So I'm reading that as well. I'm hoping to finish My Best Friend's Exorcism today and then jump into that, and then I will be picking up a few books next after these are done. I needed to catch up on my Goodreads reviews because I think it still says I'm reading like 6 or 7 books, and some of those I have finished. But yeah, I'm like 24 or 25 books behind my Goodreads reading challenge, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch up, but that's okay. I set it high for a reason. But yeah, that's going to be it for this update because I have to go into work, unfortunately, even though I feel like complete crap today. I went home early last night because I did not feel good at all. I'll spare you the details, but I'm hoping today is a better day. But yeah, that's going to be for this update. I'll try to check in with you guys tonight. If I don't, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow or Monday morning. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. Hello and good afternoon. It is Monday, the 1st of October. Which is a really weird way to end this vlog, but we're gonna end this vlog. Yeah, a couple of things I want to go over in this last little bit of a check-in. I did a lot of reading. I am on page 59 of Map of Days, which, funny enough, this is obviously the ARC that I was sent, but my pre-order gets here tomorrow, so I'm going to have 2 copies of this. I really like this so far. It is about the peculiar children actually coming to stay with Jacob and coming out of their loop and the effects of that, and that's kind of like all I know about it right now. But it's really cute. It's still obviously Miss Peregrine's. It's written for a younger group, but I still fucking love it. The other news that I have, oh, I guess I'll finish my reading stuff. I finished My Best Friend's Exorcism. I need to do the reviews tonight. I gave this, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's like 4.5, but I'm gonna lower it to 4. The ending was really weird, but I still really liked it. Like, I love the 80s references. You guys know I love the 80s. I loved the horror reference. There's actually a thing on the back that says, or maybe it's on the front. If The Exorcist had been written by Tina Fey instead of William Peter Blatty, it may have borne an uncanny resemblance to what Grady Hendrix has accomplished with My Best Friend's Exorcism. And that is so true, you guys. So this is definitely like very funny, and it's obviously about high school girls, and it's kind of like, you know, just how high school girls can be, and it has that in it, but then it also has, like, I wouldn't say it's horror. I know this is marketed as a horror book, but it's not necessarily horror. It was just really freaking creepy at times, but I really liked it. If you've been wondering about reading it, I think you really should. I want to pick up Horror Store next, which is the one that looks like, I'll put a picture right here, the weird IKEA thing. But that's all I got done reading this week. I wanted to start Harry Potter, but I didn't. The Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, I wanted to start that this week, but I didn't get to. And then I did pick up a new book, or actually my husband bought me a new book, and it'd be Wildcard by Marie Lu. You guys know we read Warcross together, and I really liked it, and I like Hideo, and I like Emika. I just really like the story of this, so I'm glad to have this book. And I didn't know, I mean, I kind of knew that they had signed editions, but I didn't know that my husband was going to be able to find a signed edition for me, but I now have a signed edition of Wildcard. So yeah, I want to say I was gonna get around to reading this, but I'm gonna get around to reading it in like 2 years, let's be real. But life update, a little bit of a chat. My wrap up, if I do a wrap up, is going to be very, very far down the road. I'm going to be taking a couple weeks away from YouTube, so I don't know when you'll see this. I don't know when this will go up. I think it's going to go up on Monday the 1st, but 2 weeks from now is when I'm going to come back. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks, I don't know. I'm switching some things around. I'm changing content on my channel. I'm just trying to make things a little bit more streamlined. If you go to my channel now, you'll see that I put up a new channel banner that I made, and I really love it. But yeah, I just wanted to streamline my channel just a little bit. So I'm taking a couple weeks away to work on lighting. I bought some new lights, just kind of experiment with things and see what I think of it. But yeah, that's just what's happening. So just so you know, I'm gonna be going away for a little while, but yeah, that is gonna be it for this update, because I'm gonna try to edit this vlog to get it up so that I can just be done with being online for a little while. I'll still be on like Instagram and Twitter and all that. I just won't be on YouTube. I need to catch up on YouTube comments though, so you might see me in the comments. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks.